Hello, everybody. Hello, students. Hello, teachers. And welcome to another Heart and Parcel English and Cooking class. Hi, everybody. Hi. My gosh, it's such a lovely day today in Manchester, isn't it? So beautiful. So thank you for joining me on this sunny, sunny day. My name is Claire, and every week I will be cooking delicious recipes from the Heart and Parcel cookbook. The recipes are from our lovely ESOL students who gave them to us and taught us how to cook them. So I'm so happy to be sharing them with you today. We have two really good dishes today that I'm super excited about. Hello. Hi Aisha, hi Doa, Sayur Prabha, hello. Masima, teacher Emma, hello. Fatima, Sadiqa, hi. Oh, great to see you all, old learners as well. It's fantastic. If you are new to this class, welcome. Thank you for coming. If you have any questions, you can type in the box and our teachers will come and help you. If you find the class too difficult, no problem. You can watch back later with subtitles. If you find the class too easy, that's no problem. You can ask the teachers more questions about the food, about the recipe, about the method. Develop your English further and further. Today, we're going to be doing some English reading, some writing, some speaking, and some listening. And I hope you learn some new words and maybe some new dishes. Maybe you know this dish already. If you do, that's great. And you can learn how to practice and discuss it in English. Thank you so much for those who did their homework last week. It was amazing and really great to hear all your lovely sentences and stories about recipes. Thank you. After every session, you will all get homework sent to your email or WhatsApp, and you can fill out the form and check your answers straight away. How is everyone feeling? Are you guys really hot? Is it too sunny? I think in England, we always complain about the weather, right? It's always too hot or too cold. Nah. Are you ready to start your English class? Aklama too hot. I agree with you, Aklama. I have a question for you. What are these three utensils? What are these three utensils? Can you say the name of them? And the third one? Okay, good. This is a spoon. Can we get more information about this one? What kind of spoon is it? Okay, good. Elvis, well done. You've got the peeler. You have the grater. Fatima, good. Strainer, almost. Aisha, nice try. Colander, yes, it does look like a colander, but this one is a slotted spoon. A slotted spoon. I think our teachers will write that for you. Good. A slotted spoon. I have two more things for you to guess. What is? I'll demonstrate. Ah, brilliant. Too easy. Elvis, Zora, you got it straight away. It's my apron. I hope all of you have one of these that you wear before you start cooking. Otherwise, it gets very messy, doesn't it? And the next thing? And extra question, what do you use it for? Fantastic. Elvis, you're on the ball today. Well done. So quick. Give me that extra question, Elvis. What do you use it for? Brilliant, Wendy. Well done. Khadija, yes. Good. We say kitchen towel. Kitchen towel. And you use this one to usually clean things or mop up water, or if you're frying something, you can use it to drain and absorb the oil from it, which is what I am going to use it for today. Fantastic. Really good stuff, guys. Well done. Are you ready for the next part of your lesson? One that you know very, very well. I have a question for you. Can you name all of the ingredients on the table? This one is a little bit difficult because we have so many spices and herbs on the table. So try your best, guess, and if you don't get it all, no problem, we will go through it together. Try and write as much as possible, speak out loud, write it down on a piece of paper if you're not commenting, or type in the live chat and interact with the teachers. In 3, 2, 1, go. Write it down. You can do it bit by bit, bit by bit. Bit by bit, keep going, keep going. Write down as many things as you can. As many things as you can. What can you see? What can you guess? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different spices here. 7 different spices, lots of different vegetables on the table. Keep going. 20 seconds. Gonna lift this up here. It's a sneaky little vegetable round. Pop that down here. And maybe an extra one here. Got some more. Think about the ingredients. If you're writing them down, try to say them out loud. If you don't know how to spell it, that's no problem. Keep going, keep going. Write it down, get it there. Fantastic. In 3, 2, 1, stop. Well done. How did you do? Fantastic, fantastic. Great stuff. Good. And well done for getting the extra adjectives. What color is it? And different types of things. Is it powder? Is it leaves? Fantastic. Great. Lots and lots of good answers. That's really, really good, guys. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Just put those on. I was wondering why it was difficult to see your comment. Brilliant. Well done. Well done. Think about these. Do you cook with them? Do you not cook with them? If you don't cook with them, what have you seen before? Great stuff. Well done, everybody. Well done. Great, Yanni. That's great. Good. Okay, we're going to take to the board now. And we have 4 categories. 4 categories. And I've organized all the ingredients into these categories. We have the first one, vegetable. The second one, herb. The third one, spice, spice. And the fourth one, other. Other. Other just means the things that did not go into these categories. Let's start with vegetable. Did you guys get this one? Potato. Potato. And we cook with this, my family, my friends, we cook with this a lot. I can't think of all the different things we do with the potato. Mashing, frying, baking, roasting, so many different ways to cook a potato. Next one. Do you notice that every single dish that I've cooked has an onion inside? I think every dish usually has an onion. It's the base of every single savory dish across all cultures, across all countries and different dishes. It's very, very important. It's a white onion, a small white onion. A lot of you, Najat, well done. You spelt this exactly correctly. And I'm sure quite a lot of you other ones did as well. But how do you say it? Spinach. Spinach. This one here is spinach. You can say out loud, spinach. Good. And we have the leaves, lovely leaves of the spinach. I've washed the leaves because they can get quite dirty before you buy them. Here, you can say this two ways if you want, actually. The British way, tomato. Tomato. The American way, tomato. Tomato. You can choose, up to you. Smells great. And here I have my green chilies. Here. And garlic. Garlic. You remember one clove and one bulb. Clove of garlic, bulb of garlic. Good. I put garlic here with vegetable, but it can also be a spice because, like an onion, we use it in everything and we use it in many dishes to spice our food. Next, we have our greens. We have two herbs, and they are, you got them right, coriander and mint. I use them a lot in the cooking, and in our cookbook we have many recipes with those herbs in. I think because every single culture uses these two as well, right? What do you use them for? Maybe you use them for different things. We'll talk about that in a bit. And oh my gosh, now the student who did this recipe today uses many spices, beautiful spices in her cooking, and they're all here. So we have anadana powder, and this is, oh, it's not that one actually, it's this one. It's the kind of brown powder, and it smells sour, sweet, and a little bitter because it's pomegranate. It's the pomegranate powder. So you know pomegranate, the fruit, it's the dried up seeds and then ground down. So anadana powder. Now, just like our herb, we actually have some coriander, the seeds of the coriander ground. Ground, it means finely into a powder. Opposite, is seeds. So usually seeds go to ground. It's the difference. And we have our cumin seeds. Cumin seeds. And maybe in other languages, you have maybe zira or jira, I think. Maybe there's some other ones. What is it, cumin, in your language? You can write it in the chat box. Maybe show our teachers your language. And then we have 1, 2 extra chili, because I love a little bit of kick, a bit of spice. We have chili flakes and chili powder. So powder is like ground, small, and the flakes a little bit bigger, just the seeds, and dried. And we have this interesting one here. Do you use this one? This is a mixture of lots of different spices. Garam masala. Garam masala. And actually, I think you learners will be better telling me what's inside here. If you can type it in the chat box, tell me what's inside here. And your teachers can also learn something new too, and me later on. And last but not least, now, my dear student who cooked this dish, who taught us, she introduced me to this seed, ajwain seeds. We call them lovage seeds, L-O-V-A-G-E, lovage seeds. And I've never seen before. Before I cooked this dish, I'd never seen before. But you can get them in any supermarket, any small supermarket. And they smell really fragrant. And it gives it an extra taste to the dish that I'm going to be cooking today. Finally, in our other category, how are you doing? In our other category, we have some things that didn't quite fit in. We have, water. Maybe you didn't see that because I hid it behind the flour. The flour we have, what is this made from? Gram flour. It's not wheat. It's not rice. It's chickpea. Chickpea. So it's the flour from chickpeas. I think also some cultures call it besan, or there's other different ways of saying it. And of course, some nice cooling yogurts, perfect for a day like today. And finally, some vegetable oil, which I hid over here. So perhaps you wouldn't have seen that. Well done, guys. You did a great job. But what am I making? What on earth am I making today? Can you guess? Well, our dear learner who is here today in the chat taught us how to make this beautiful, beautiful recipe. I'm so honored to make it on behalf of Rizwana today. And it is her gorgeous spinach and potato pakora. Spinach and potato pakora. This is an absolutely delicious, delicious snack or starter or main. And I know many of you learners will know this very, very well, but I guarantee Rizwana's is probably one of the best I've tasted. So I am so excited to share that with you. And to go with Rizwana's beautiful pakora, we are also going to be cooking my dear friend and some of your dear friend, Shaz, and her mint and yogurt dip. And this beautiful cooling sauce is going to go really, really well with our pakoras. And the best thing is you can actually keep this for quite a while in the fridge, or you can freeze it, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit. This also goes well with quite a lot of other things. You can actually make it with Sweetie's tuna croquettes from last week, or it goes well with anything actually. Very, very versatile. Are you ready? Are you excited? If you are ready to continue learning with us, I have a challenge for you. You noticed on the board, I didn't say any of the quantities that we are using today. Your job is to listen and follow the recipe and try to catch all the quantities that I use of these ingredients. Now, it's extra hard today because we have two recipes using similar ingredients. So how many teaspoons of cumin, for example, or how much coriander, or how many tomatoes. Make sure you get a list, write it down or remember it, say out loud, or at the end, you can write all of them down in the live chat when I give you the question at the end. Is it clear? Okay, let's go. So, I'm going to start first. To make it easy for me, I'm going to start first with the mint and yogurt dip. Now, Shaz usually makes this with a really nice kebab. I think it's a chapli kebab. I'm not entirely sure. First, we have to start with the base ingredient, the very important ingredient, which is our mint. So you're going to need 2 big bunches of mint. 2 big bunches of mint. And with this particular recipe, you're just going to need the leaves. So you want to take the leaves off and put them in a bowl. What is another word for this? What word am I doing? I am What am I doing? Yes, I'm picking, but what's another word in English that I can use for this one? I am Oh, nice, Fatima, ripping. I like that. That's a really nice word. There's a more specific word for mint. Surya Prava, you have it. Well done. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well done. Fantastic. I am plucking the mint. I am plucking the mint. Brilliant, brilliant. Well done. Pudina pata in Bangladesh. Ah, what does that mean? Yes, so I'm just plucking away the mint leaves from the stalk. This is actually really nice to like sit and prepare. Many times in food, there's lots of different stages to cooking. You have the gathering of ingredients, then you have the preparation of ingredients. So you're going to chop, to pluck, to grate, to slice. And then you have the coming together of ingredients. And finally, the cooking of ingredients to make a dish. I really like the preparation stage where you just sit or stand and prepare. What do you learners use? How do you use mint? Do you use it the same? Do you use it differently? You can talk in the live chat, or you speak out loud at home, or write it down. What other things do you do with mint? Lots of different things that you can do. Any ideas? Oh, Nasiaba and Khadija, yeah, I do the same. Tea, mint tea all the way. I just get the leaves and I boil them. It's brilliant. Oh, Massima showed us a really cool trick. I'm going to try it today because I'm so excited about it. Massima showed us in the WhatsApp group how to pluck mint really quickly. I hope it works. Grater. You put it in the hole and you pull. Yay! Kind of worked. Let me try again. Put it in the hole and pull through. That was better. Ah! It's what we call in English a shortcut. A shortcut. Thank you, Massima, for that one. That was great. So as I said with the quantities, 2 big bunches of mint. And again, just plucking them into the bowl. You see it's getting nice and heavy now. And you can always use the stalks for leftovers. Again, it's never throw anything away. Always important to keep that nice and all of them there. All of your ingredients as much as possible, using up everything. Try and be resourceful. So I have my mint leaves now, and I'm going to just add it to my trusty utensil here. This is my special, actually I will call it an appliance. What is it? What is it? It's a blender. I'm going to put my mint leaves into the blender. Just pack it full there. To that, I'm going to take 2 of my juicy tomatoes. And I'm not going to worry too much about the way that I cut them. So in that way, I'm just going to roughly chop. Roughly chop. Because it will all go in the blender anyway. And adding some sweetness and a bit of saltiness to my sauce. Next, I'm going to take one chili, finely chopped, and I'm going to add it to my mix. And as well, for the extra spice, I've got half a teaspoon of chili flakes, half a teaspoon of chili powder, I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Are you following, everybody? 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And probably our most important one here, we're going to use 2 teaspoons of anadana powder. 2 teaspoons of anadana powder. Finally, I told you there was going to be a lot of spices today. Finally, you're going to add the garam masala, and you're going to add 1 tablespoon of garam masala to the mix. It's quite a lot, right? But that's what gives it such a great flavor. So there's our sauce, and I am going to blend up what we have so far. If the blend is a little bit dry, you can add some water. Let's give it a go. It's getting there. Give it a bit of a shake. Try again. There we go. So that should be nice and combined and blended. Let me smell it. It does smell minty. And it's always important. Shaz recommends that you always taste as you go along. You can add either more salt or more mint or more tomatoes, whatever you want. Wow. That is very, very spicy for me, actually. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. And if it's too spicy, I don't have it now, but if something is too spicy, you can add some lemon and it will make it less spicy. Or perhaps you have some other ideas. What happens if your food is too spicy? What can you do instead? Another solution is to add some yogurt to it. So with the mint mixture now, I'm going to spoon it out here. I don't think I need that much, actually. Just going to add 250 milliliters of fresh natural yogurt. And I'm going to Mix it in. Now, ideally, I would use maybe some more mint to make it green. But this looks really quite nice, actually. And of course, with the spice, it's now calmed down because of the yogurt. Okay, great. So that is done. If you have loads of mint stuff left, Shaz actually recommends that you can put them in an ice tray and you can freeze them for later, which I think is so clever. I just think it's such a wonderful idea. And I think you can do that with quite a lot of different sauces, or even some stock. If you have some leftover stock, you can just pop that in the ice cube tray for later. So I'm going to put mine in the freezer. Oh, it smells great. You know, that pomegranate anadana powder really does beautiful things to a sauce. And you can freeze those. You can freeze those and pop them into the freezer for later. Great. So that's our mint and yogurt sauce done. Next, moving on to the main piece of our lovely dinner tonight. Well, it is going to be my dinner tonight. We're going to make Rizwana's PAKORA. So, going to pop this tray in the middle here. Just having a bit of a cleanup. And I'm now going to get my potato. You're going to need 500 grams of potato. 500 grams of potato. And I'm going to, what am I doing? That's the first thing I need to do. I am peeling my potatoes. Next thing you want to do is to cut it up. Now, you can do it in a couple of ways. I'm going to julienne my potatoes, which means to slice them into really thin, long sticks like that. Yeah, can you see? Go, slice them. And add them. Now, think about all the other ways you can prepare a vegetable. What other ways can you cut? We can julienne. What other ways can you cut? A good Sadiqa, you can slice, which is what I'm doing here. This is slicing into flat pieces, into long flat pieces. But then to julienne is to go into smaller and thinner and longer pieces. And what other things can we do? Any ideas? Have a think. Have a think. Now, Rizwana is one of our dearly, dearly beloved students. And these PAKORA are just incredible. She makes them all the time for ESOL lessons, for parties. They're so good that she was even paid to make them for a charity organization and I think a birthday party, right, Rizwana? So they're just so delicious. They're loved by everybody. And I just think they're so great to make. So, so good. So you slice them up like this. I'm just going to get my oil boiling whilst we're waiting. And 500 grams will give you around about 2 potatoes, I think. So here's some I made earlier. Into there. Next, because they are pakoras with spinach, we need to have our spinach here. And with this, you just want to roughly chop the spinach. You can use the longer leaves, or I'm using the baby leaves here of the spinach. Up to you. Some people say the baby leaves are sweeter, but I don't know. I think they're about the same. Into our pot. Again, don't worry, roughly chopping is fine for spinach. You need 250 grams. 250 grams of spinach. Make sure it's washed, otherwise you get some dirt in there. I'm very, very roughly chopping. Here. Fantastic. Next, in our chopping, we have some onions. And because what happened last time, I am not going to chop them in front of you. I was crying so much last time. Oh, it was terrible. So I've done them earlier. And can you guess how I've done them? I've carefully sliced them. I've carefully sliced them, and I can pop them in. Yes, Teacher Emma, you can remind everybody what happened to me last week. And also, you know, I was wearing mascara. Shouldn't have been wearing that. Finally, chilies. Just chop them through. I'm feeling quite spicy today, so no need to de-seed. You can add some more, actually. I don't think these are particularly spicy. Maybe, Rizwana, you use smaller chilies, which happen to be a bit more spicier than the bigger ones. Okay, we're almost done. So I'm going to move to a big bowl now, big box, and I'm going to pour this in. And to our mixture, I'm going to add a couple more ingredients. So I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. or you can grate them, I guess. But that's 2 cloves. Remember, you should never forget the garlic. Always goes into everything that I cook. Do you guys use garlic a lot? Has so many good health benefits, you know. Many, many good things. I heard it's good for a cold as well, which is nice. Then, finally, we've got our spices. So are you ready? Here we go. We have, and what's that one? Ooh, yes, garam masala. 1 tablespoon of garam masala. 1 tablespoon of ground coriander. 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Are you ready? Half a teaspoon of ajwain seeds. Half a teaspoon of ajwain seeds. Half a teaspoon of chili flakes. And half a teaspoon of chili powder. Did you catch that? Maybe if it was too quick, you can actually watch it back again another time. Last couple of things we need. I forgot to ask you this at the beginning. What is this? What is this? These are my weighing scales. Good, Donata. Fantastic. And I use this for weighing out my gram flour. So I need around 500 grams. 500 grams of gram flour. And with that, you add to the mix cloud of dust there, a cloud of dust. And finally, you want to add 300 milliliters of water. Now, I'm going to pour it in. And I'm going to add quite a generous amount of salt here. You can add as little or as much as you want, but I'm going to add quite a lot there. Then you're going to mix it together. And you want it to be not too wet. This is really, really important. You don't want it to be too wet. I'm going to get my hand in actually because it's better to feel. But you want it to have a slight stickiness. Add a little bit more water if you feel you need some. But I think I'm okay. Rizwana, what do you think? A little bit stickier? Mixing it all together. Try and get all of the flour at the bottom there. And it's obviously sticking to my hands. I think that's enough. You may choose to add a little bit more water there, but that's fine. I think that's enough for me. So I'm just going to wash my hands to prepare for the final part. course, guys, there are so many ways. There are so many different ways to make pakora. If you guys have some more ideas, write in the chat, talk to me about it. Tell us, how do you make your pakora? Do you add water? Do you leave it out? Do you change the ingredients? What do you do? It'll be so great to share your ideas with each other. And maybe like together we can have the best pakora. So finally, coming into our final step here, I'm going to get a, what's this? A colander, and I'm going to line it with my kitchen towel here. And hopefully, oh, this will have heated up. And usually you can tell how to heat something up if you add a little bit of the batter to the mixture, to the pan. And if the pan starts to sizzle, if the oil starts to sizzle, then you know that it's ready. So I'm just going to try and do that now and see if that actually works. Let me try. Oh, yes. I think that's just perfect there. So with my slotted spoon, I can drain that out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add it. Now, Rizwana uses her hands, which I think is very professional, but I'm going to use a spoon to take just spoonfuls of the mixture. And I'm just going to pop it in. I turn it down a little bit. It's very hot. You don't want it too hot as it's going to burn on the sides, but at the same time, you don't want it too cold. I think I'm going to use my hands actually, just to try and get a bit more of a shape there. I'm just going to let those sizzle away for a good while. They do take quite a long time to cook. Occasionally look over and see how they're doing. And I think I'm ready to plate up actually. Oh, brilliant. First of all, I'm going to get my mint dip on the plate. Now, I don't think that it usually takes around about 8 to 10 minutes there. And this is where that slotted spoon really comes in handy. So you can fry up the pakora. Yes, there are so many different ways to make pakora. Rizwana, you're right, there's so many different recipes. Sidra, yeah, I am becoming professional now. Do you know, I have learned more from my lovely students these past 8 weeks than I have learned ever in my cooking experience. It's been amazing to actually watch everyone and see how they're making the different dishes. Really, really, really fantastic. Okay. Are you ready? Whilst we're waiting for those to fry a little more, do you remember the question? I think I've even forgotten, so I need your help, really, really. The question that we asked before I started cooking, which was, what were the quantities of our dishes? Oh, okay. Are you ready? Let's start. Get your list ready, guys. Yes, thanks, Emma. Okay, here we go. So, potato. 2 answers I will accept. 2 answers. Anastasia, you did it again. Well done. Good, Aisha. 500 grams. 500 grams of potato, equivalent to 2 potatoes. I'm just going to take these out, actually. Whilst we're continuing these, I'm going to take these out with the slotted spoon. Wow. Fantastic. And just transfer them over. Mine have got a lot of potatoes in them, but, you know, I'm happy with that. Lovely, fresh and crispy pakora. You just leave them to drain in there. Fantastic. Oh, thank you so much, Rizwana, for sharing that beautiful recipe with us. Okay, everyone is still going, so that's brilliant. Okay, Lisa, well done. Fantastic, good job. 250 grams of spinach. Onion, yes, I used 1 onion. Well, in fact, the recipe does call for 2. So I used 1, but the correct answer is 2. Tomato. I used 2 tomatoes. 2 tomatoes. And for the chili, for the mint and yogurt dip, I'll pop that there. So for the green is the mint and yogurt dip. For the chili, I used 1 chopped chili. And for the pakora, I used 2. For the garlic, I used 2 cloves of garlic. Well done if you got the quantity there as well. Just check your answers through. Don't worry if you got them wrong or if you got them right. Brilliant. Coriander. Oh, I forgot to put the coriander in. I'm sorry, Rizwana. Oh, coriander. Should have been a small bunch of coriander. I'll put that on the top as a garnish. Small bunch of coriander. You know, I knew there was something missing. And mint. 2 big bunches of mint. 2 big bunches of mint. Another word for bunches I'm seeing in the group here. Well done. Handfuls. Handfuls. Great. Good. And our spices, please, please, please help me. Garlic, we know. That's 2 big hand bunches here for the mint dip. Let's do the mint dip first. So the anadana powder. How much anadana powder? 2 teaspoons. Well done. Fantastic. Coriander. Ah, Sanem, you are amazing. You've got all of them. Well done. So good. Coriander here. There was none in the mint dip, was there? None in the mint dip. Cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon. Chili flakes, 1/2 teaspoon. Chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon. Garam masala, You guys have got great memories. Kat, I agree with you. This is brilliant. Someone needs to help me with the garam masala and the mint. Oh, 1 tablespoon. And for our pakora, coriander. Oh, how much coriander? Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 tablespoon. I think you can adjust the quantities as well. Cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon. Chili flakes, half a teaspoon. Chili powder, half a teaspoon. Garam masala, 1 tablespoon. And adrenaline seeds, half a teaspoon. I think you can get a much more accurate ingredients list on Rizwana's website. She has a really lovely website called Rizwana's Kitchen on Facebook, and it will have a much more accurate recipe than ours. She might have adapted it slightly. Water, 300 milliliters. Gram flour, good, a lot of you guys got that. Well done, Sanem, for 300. 500 grams of gram flour. Yogurts, 250 mils of yogurt. And vegetable oil, I would say around about half a pan full, if you can. So half a pan full of oil, because actually we want to deep fry the pakora to make sure that all of the sides are covered. Oh, that was brilliant. Well done, everybody. I think we're going to serve up now. So I've also made some I did earlier. You did brilliantly. And I'm just going to arrange them on my plate. Oh, wow. And I love the way that they look. They're just so beautiful. And every single one is different. It just looks so nice and so lovely. You can also use chutney, any kind of chutney, so tamarind or imli chutney, to dip them in. And there we have it. We have our pakora, Rizwana's spinach and potato pakora with Shaz's mint and yogurt dip. There we go. Brilliant. I'm so excited to try. So good. And remember to put coriander in it for next time. But you know, actually, they taste even just as good without the coriander. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, students. Remember all of the words. Write down any new words. Look them up. Have a lovely day. I hope you make them, maybe later. A big Eid Mubarak to everybody who had Eid, was it last weekend? Thank you so much for all the lovely photos and videos in the WhatsApp group. Oh, it was so delicious. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, just send me a message afterwards and I can put it on. If you liked this video, just like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be updated with new English language and cooking videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for today. It's been so lovely. Next week, we have one of our final lessons and we're cooking something extra delicious. Have a lovely evening and I will see you guys next week. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rizwana. Thank you, Shaz.